Bringing back the days when they were respected, if not feared by opponents. 40,000 at Celtic Park last night, and not many Finns supporting HJK Helsinki. And there was early evidence that this was not going to be a repeat of the qualifying round stroll against Jeunesse Esch of Luxembourg. Helsinki's own Raphael here, with a shot parried by Jonathan Gould. But it was Celtic who hit the front after just 14 minutes. And the making of the goal was all about the power play of Johan Mjalby, unbeatable in the midfield. He set up Jackie McNamara, whose cross found the head of, you've guessed it, Henrik Larsson. A flashing header for 1-0. Not too worried about the positioning of the headband, but he was happy with the positioning of this cross from McNamara. Larsson in front of the keeper, and that's the breakthrough. Top quality construction for Celtic's second as well. That was 10 minutes later. Luba Moravcik started it. Then on to Chris Sutton. He squeezed through an exquisite pass for Larsson to do the rest. His 10th goal in 8 games so far this season. There's no stopping Larsson. In the second half, Celtic failed to add to their lead, and Helsinki threatened. Jani Saarinen played a neat 1-2 at the edge of the box, and it took some desperate defending to keep him out. Slack play by McNamara set up Saarinen again, this time a run down the touchline, and his cross caused problems for Celtic. A scramble in the 6-yard box. Celtic struggled to get it clear. Eventually, that man Mjalby. And Saarinen again here with a sprint into the Celtic penalty box. And his shot well stopped by Gould. But not much doubt about the player of the night.
NTL man of the match tonight has been won by Henrik Larsson.
Henrik, what was your assessment of last night's game?
I think it was a solid performance. We got a good result, and that's very important when you, in any game of course, but especially when you play in Europe, that you don't concede any goals.
Sometimes it can be more difficult at home than away because of the way the visiting team plays. Was that the case last night?
No, we knew from the start it's going to be a difficult game for us, but they surprised us a little bit still. I think they were very well organized, I think, in the over the whole pitch. So now we know what we have to do when we go over there.
Do you feel quite comfortable about the second leg?
No, I mean, you always have confidence in the team, of course, but I mean 2-0, it's not much of a lead really. I mean, it only needs for them to score 1 goal and then they're straight back in it. So we have to be fully focused when we go over there.
Do you see signs of improvement in the way the team is playing this season?
I think that if you look, I think that we are more depth in the squad. We have, I mean, we have a few new signings that have done very well for us. So I think that overall, I think it looks good.
It's difficult for you to compare Martin O'Neill with John Barnes because you didn't really sample too much of that era.
No, as you say, I didn't. I mean, I managed to have a few training sessions with John Barnes and Kenny Dalglish, but it's hard for me to assess a difference in the two managers.
Martin O'Neill seems to have introduced a lot of passion to the Celtic performance. Is that a fair assessment, that the team is now maybe a bit more passionate?
I think the team has always been more passionate, been passionate in the past as well. I mean, whichever club you play for, you always want to do your best. But he's brought back self-belief in a lot of the players here, and I think that's one of the keys to the good run we had so far. But at the same time, we have to keep our feet on the ground and concentrate on next game and focus on that.
He jumps about a lot on the touchline. What is he like in the dressing room? Is he a similar way?
Yeah, no, I mean he's yeah, how is he? I mean, as you say, I mean, it's a tough question.
Does it matter? Does it matter how the manager is, what his personality is like? Does that influence the way the team plays?
I think so. I mean, if you have a manager that's constantly talking to you and know to the players, that tells you what he expects from the players, I think that's a better way to go around the business. Yeah.
How different is it for you to play with Chris Sutton compared with Mark Viduka? What's the difference for you?
Yeah, I mean, both of them are two great strikers. I mean, whenever you play with Viduka, you always tend to get a little bit more space because they were looking more and more to him. So that meant I got a little bit more space. I think it's the same now with Chris Sutton. But the difference between them two, I think, is Viduka did a lot of work as well, but Chris Sutton likes to do a little bit more, I think. Or not likes, that's the wrong word, but he does a little bit more, and that's something that is great for our midfield to see when you have two strikers that likes to close people down. That means that they can get a little bit further up the park as well.
How close is Henrik Larsson at the moment to 100%?
I feel good. I mean, physically and mentally, I feel strong. But I mean, that hasn't been the problems. The problems have been maybe the touches here and there, and I think that's coming back, and it's getting better and better. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel good, and I'm pleased with that.